Hey, here's Captain K. Ahoy, you landlubbers, and welcome to my channel. This is Captain Concept, and we're playing Factorio again. So in this episode, as you can see, our factory is slowly taking shape. We want to expand everything a bit. The throughput on iron has been increased. It's still rather low. Quickly show you how this is done. To upgrade from the regular furnaces, we skipped those what are they called, steel furnaces, and jumped directly to the electric furnaces. We basically remove all of that. Oops, this one we could have left, and then plug down the factory, 2 inserters here and here, and things are going. Let's build a few more and replace all of that so we can cut coal on this, and then we're gonna need coal exclusively for the plastic production. Why don't we pick all of that up? We're gonna need that later at some point. There we go. Oh, and let's replace those as well. So this and that, and here goes the electric furnace. And that's basically it. To extend this. This one we'll leave for now. He's gonna use up the rest of the coal that's here before we then feed in copper directly from here. So what else? So to extend this, we simply copy this on that side. Here we go. Place down these. Connect that to back here. Wraps top. Like this. Requires a pole here. I think I envisioned it like that, with a splitter here. And here it loops around. Iron is gonna come in here, is being picked up by those or by those. Should I ever have more iron than they can pick up, it'll be split and put back on the belt here and here. That means if either buffer is full, the other one will continue to fill up, so that when we need it, we got a max throughput here. So we also want to start the production of the fast belts. We have a few factories here, and they will be placed, I guess, here, here, and here. And those 3 empty spaces are for the last tier, the advanced belts. So here we have splitters, and we're gonna make fast splitters. They need splitter gear and electronic circuits. So splitter gear will come in from there, and electronic circuits from here. Over there we will create the fast transport belts. They need belts and gear. There we go. And down here the fast underground belts that we're gonna need for a braided belt tactic. They also quite simply just need underground belts and gear. Here goes a splitter. It puts them on the other side, and these I think are the fast underground belts. They're gonna need gears as well, so this is already prepared. And the output goes into these chests. Let's do 2 stacks for now. Yes. This one goes in here. Let's do 2 stacks as well. And for the fast belts, we're gonna need loads of belts. Let's do 5 again. And as you can see by the flickering of the lights, I think my power situation is critical again. So let's expand. For that we're gonna need engines. Let's create 9. We're gonna need boilers. Now we have those stern furnaces. They're gonna turn into excellent boilers. I'm gonna need another pump. And I guess by the looks of it, more coal soon. We are short on coal. And some research has finished. So next thing we want is batteries. And then we're going to set up sulfur batteries to build the laser turrets. Because as I've said, we start being under constant attack from, I think they must already be medium-sized fighters at least. There. To keep it nice and cozy behind our walls. This one covers that. That means I can place this one here, I think. And one here. It needs to be there actually to cover everything, but that's fine with me. You go here. All is up and running. And power crisis averted. These will run out of coal soon. And we need a higher throughput, so let's place down a few more. And I guess I want to save some of that coal patch as an emergency supply. So let's try to feed that from one of the other coal patches as soon as possible. We can start to use the braided belt technique to clean up this mess. So let's do this right now. So the braided belt technique works as such. Let's place down the next factory here, and for the red signs let's use one of the old ones here. So resources will flow in here, flow out here again, go underground, flow out here again, go underground, and so on. Let's actually use the fast belts for the incoming resources, like this. And let's use the regular ones here. They will pick up the output that then goes underground, shows up here again, goes underground, shows up here again. You get the idea, right? So if I connect this up, they can grab from here, here, and here, and they can place on the yellow ones here, here, and here. That means we only need one belt here to get the maximum output of science. Let's do the same thing here. Goes underground. Comes up, goes underground. Comes up, goes underground. And the output goes on here, back underground, shows up here. There we go. Copy that, copy that. down the power here and here. In, out, in, out, in and out. So let's not forget to replace the lights. One here, one here. And right now we're good on circuits, but we will expand that on one side as well, just so that you see how it's being expanded. This one is simply like that, where we copy this pattern. And this one is being copied like, let's see, here we want one space for a beacon. That means it's copied like that. And we can copy that one more time. That will give us a total of 4, 8, 12 factories for green circuits. And here we can squeeze in a little more. It's going to be 16 reds because they take longer to produce. I think it's 8 seconds, yes. Down here we're going to have the blue circuits. This will mirror to the other side, same here. So let me expand this space a little more off camera. Let's get some research done so that we then can start placing down laser turrets to defend the base, and from there on progress further. Be right back. And here we are again. So while being on a constant attack of the biters, I've extended the oil setup by having added these 2 chemical plants for sulfur and sulfuric acid. They then go into this tank that enables the production of batteries, and with the batteries we can finally build the laser turrets. So I've already placed down a few laser turrets at a few neuralgic points where they keep attacking, while keeping the other turrets supplied and repairing the walls. But finally, with the laser turrets, we should be a little ahead of the race between the evolution of the, well, let's call them natives and us aliens. The science has been expanded as well with the braided belt technique, so I think I could pluck down a few more labs. Power has been expanded. Our iron smelting setup has been expanded, but still can't quite keep up with the demand. So we're going to need to expand this, and as you can see down here, we're under constant attack. Waves and waves of critters are attacking us. And with the batteries that we now have, let's place down a light. With the batteries that we now have, we can finally start producing blue science packs. And blue science packs are needed to research the advanced oil processing that'll allow us to make more petroleum gas out of the crude oil that we get, but it'll also allow us to split down, to crack down heavy oil into light oil and light oil into petroleum gas. Because as you can see, we're totally out of petroleum gas, but we're already starting to build up on light oil and on heavy oil. So that and the production of lubricant that we're going to need to build the engines for the trains is going to be our next goals. In the meantime, I'm going to do some little bits and bobs here and there, expand, and also get the blue science to be ready. So, thanks for tuning in again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did so, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't, or I give you a lashing, so the cat. Tune in next time when we're playing Factorio. And don't forget to always have a hand's width of water under your keel. This is Captain Concept, and I'm out. Arr.